All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 15-1. Recon, 132 fighter.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now with McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Jones on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Scarlett. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. But we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, right color. Right there. 50.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Watch twist.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Tim Patrick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Out set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Everson Griffin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now McSorley. And that is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Patrick. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Scarlett on the carry, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it with Scarlett, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
You're not ready. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check the backer.
Now a give here to Scarlett. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. You ain't doing nothing today. Attack. Pilot 64, weak. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
To throw again on 2nd down. McSorley. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Sunday. Hey, 43, 15.
Charlie. 54, Mike. You.
Right side.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow. Yellow.
54. Hey, get slow. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Get him. Hey, watch that. Check.
15. Finish the game.
Mike's 54.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
He's not going to give me 54.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right,
And that's caught inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Here's McSorley to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Off of play action, it's McSorley. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's McSorley. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They're not ready for this. They still playing.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Jordan Scarlett, 78 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing is McSorley. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones on the return. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go play fake. Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
15.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down and 6 at the 28-yard line.
15.
56 to Michael. 56 to Mike.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Going for it all. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they got to get to the 23 here on third.
57.
Come on.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. McSorley from the shotgun. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
15.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Easy.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Fifteen.
Mike 54. Throw to its fill. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. McSorley sets to pass, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, here's McSorley. And it is incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Get ready. 43. 43. Check 99. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Go going.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brandon Marshall.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wait. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
50, play.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, exit.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Watch the curl.
McSorley, 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They turn to Scarlett again, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run with Scarlett. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jordan Scarlett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mahomes going to throw it here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A toss here to Scarlett. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. On 2nd and 11 now.